Okay, this is Brainstep, and Brainstep is meant to be a modular brain of a system. Right now you can hear an LFO, and its amount can be adjusted by this controller, and lots of different modulation sources can be adjusted with this controller, but they can also be adjusted in the menu. For example, here for my track, there is the LFO, and I can adjust the speed here, but I can also adjust it here. And this LFO can now be heard because it's modulating a self-resonating filter. But let's turn this down for a while and play something else. Go out of the menu and hit start for the internal clock. And what you've been hearing now was a combination of the internal samples coming from track 1, and the out CVB is delivering an output for the samples coming from Tubbutec's own 606 clone. And if I select track 1 and enter norm, I can play those sounds, and if I select play, I can select a pattern. So right now pattern F1 is full, pattern F sharp is empty. If I hit edit, I can see the old pattern playing, but I can also say edit and then edit F sharp 1. So now I can program some notes, and also, if I want, leave the edit mode and have this pattern now play. I could also record something, and for example, I choose a different pattern and then hit record, and now hit start. So that's also possible. And if I enter the menu and then the clock menu, I can see I have some strange divisions here for my tracks, which I for some reason have chosen, and it sounds interesting for me. It's also because the default set I was able to load in the menu when going to the sets and entering load sets, there's a default set which had these weird settings like 4 bars for a step. But if you go to the set menu and then clear set, you have more convenient settings of 1/16 and also pre-adjusted envelopes. So let's go back to the envelopes. What I'm currently doing is I'm playing the samples from track 1, and then on track 2 I am playing the Monumatic by Knobula, which is a very good sounding module, via MIDI channel number 2. And I will also be playing another module via CV. And the idea of all these envelopes is to leave out the envelope module. Normally you trigger an envelope module by a gate, and here you're getting the envelope directly from Brainstep. And not only one envelope, but also an accent A and an accent B envelope per track. So you choose which track you're currently editing, and then you have 4 envelopes per track that you can adjust. And if you program steps on a track, you can also in edit mode hit those accent A and B buttons in order to add an accent envelope to a step. But right now, let's just hear my track number 2 and MIDI channel 2. So the Monumatic has a special vowel filter which sounds quite nice with this sound, but can also play lots of different other sounds or aesthetics, synth aesthetics, which can be chosen with this switch. Okay, but now let's go back to the Brainstep again, and I'm now sending a pitch to this oscillator, which is then going to a filter. And this is a synth-in-one module, which for some weird reason doesn't have the simple VCA as far as I can see it, which expects the envelope. So the envelope now coming from Brainstep is modulating the filter. And let's see what is playing. Basically, each track has its own mode. Track 1 is in record mode at the moment. And I want to leave that and put it into play mode, which I can do via shift and then track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. So if I hit the start for the clock, all 3 are going to be playing. Now I'm turning up the gain from track 3, and track 3 is going to play an arpeggio, which is in hold mode. And changing the envelope is now changing what it does to my filter. And I can also add the LFO. It's not playing at the moment. Because I had a delay set up. I'm also turning down the drums. And I'm now using hold mode, which I can turn off. And then I can play my arpeggio, turn it on again. And now change the direction. And the arpeggiator can also adapt some rhythms from other sequences, and it could also, if the up is turned off, easily be programmed by using the edit mode. Leaving it, or you can also put some rest inside, leaving it and then playing it would also be possible. And one can easily see that using this controller allows a lot of live adjustment to any sequence that is generated by the sequencer.